Not really sure what I want this video to be about. Just recording randomly while I'm waiting for something to do. You know, like I said, we don't need a lot to make a lot. I question how I want to do this. Could add a chop right off the rip. Don't need a lot to make a lot, right? But what if it goes 1-1 and it doesn't chop again? It comes right down. That's the only thing right now that'll hurt me. If I'm willing to flat bet a big value bet, and then reduce it to the little stuff, win a 5 and break it into 5 pieces, right? It's gonna work or it isn't. Okay. I'd like to do this with a 20K bankroll, not a 10. I'll have to do that again. But we're going to do the 5. And there's nothing to go by here. We have no idea what kind of shoe this is going to be. This is pissing in the wind, to be sure. But it opened up with one of each, so I'm just going to try it. It could go player. Sure did, natural. So I'm going to flat bet it. I'm not going to increase it. It's too soon to be doing a 1-2 effort. Because what if it does come all the way down? Perfect example. Let's see how far it comes down. Well, it stopped right there. 3 4s in play. So, well, bank might be the weak side, but I don't know yet. Let's see if it misses second bank again. Tied. It almost did. Oh, second bank. So guess what? Those 2 units I lost side by side, I'm going to go for both of them right here. And effectively, if this doesn't go 3 bank, which, I love to bet against, I'm going to have all my money back. We're going to be back to 10G. If not, I'm down 4 units, guys. This is what I'm ambitiously trying to do. Now, could I just bet the 1 unit? Yes. I probably should, in all honesty, because still being down 3 would suck, let alone 4. Okay? And if I lose this, I've accepted the fact that I'm now in a grinding situation, okay? If I lose this, I don't get to bet the 1-2 anymore, because I'm not ahead. I don't want to use the 1-2 as a grinding technique, because why? What if you end up in another situation where it keeps coming down, or the opposite of whatever you're playing for? Now you're going to be down that many more units, okay? But let's see if it's a grind or back to 0 moment. It's a grind. No, we won. We got a lucky 6. Usually I'll win a 5-4 with another face card or something, but we reduced it to 0, so we got it back. Okay. So now, let's see what player got. Is it going to be a second kind of shoe? What is it? All right. First of all, let's just break down what's happened in these first 8-9 hands. 8 hands, including the tie. It started out a direct chop. That stopped right away. It went down 3. So you're like, it's going to be a streaky shoe. No, not so. It chopped right back to bank, so the 3-4's alive. But we didn't have a follow the rabbit situation, not yet. We might. We might. Because if you jumped on it after 3 to follow the rabbit, you would have lost on the next banker. Then you would have got it right back in the second bank, but then you would have lost again on player. So to follow the rabbit, this would have to be player right here. So that's another thing you can do. You just follow in the color wherever it goes. Sometimes that works really well. A streaky shoe, you're definitely going to get it to work. But we don't know what it is yet. And I'm only pausing the talk for all of this is because I think, ain't it the way, though, you walk in, you just sat down at the table, and you're trying to find a way that you should be playing for that day, and you're like, oh, maybe this is going to work. No, that didn't. Well, maybe that didn't work either. And you keep going back and forth. And if I didn't win on that second bank, that would have been one of those, second bank to chop, would have been one of those scenarios for me. So You have to go in with the mindset that you're either going to win or you're going to grind. And that's what's happening. Or you're floating. It's like you win and then you give it back. Give me 1 second here. All right, folks. Well, I got to take that. Fortunately, it turns out I'm already right here. I just got to go around the corner to pull in a closer parking spot. So basically, sorry, there's a jerk off behind me that won't get out of my way. Always look behind you, little ones. Don't trust your mirrors and your backwards camera. These fucking old people come out of nowhere, bro. I could say that I'm on my way to that. Anyway, where was I? So we're gonna try to, I think for a little while on these videos, really critical thinkingly break down every decision we're gonna make. And I'll tell you why. There was a video short that Mickey did the one day where he said how he would evaluate every micro decision that he made. He would microanalyze every decision he made, right? Where if he made a bet like we were doing at the beginning of the shoe, he'd be like, okay, well, what happened with that bet, right? And I do the same thing, but I'm quick to dismiss it. But I think if you're being honest with the decisions that you make and you're willing to take it on the chin and really observe and say, okay, well, that didn't work, but this could have worked. So you put a pin in that and you just keep looking at things. Okay. Awesome. It's got fucking front end collision with the FedEx truck that's going out an entrance. Awesome. Sorry about that. But you know what I mean. He's saying, you know, we got to go through and break down what worked, what didn't work, what could have worked, and can that work in the future? That's generally the gist of what I think he's trying to say. I can't speak for the guy. The multimillionaire. I'm going to try to break down his thinking. But that's what I got out of it. And I think that's what we need to do going forward on these shoes is really look at them. And for the sake of our bankroll, I mean, we're not there to just flip a coin, are we? We're there to try to make an objective decision the best that we can. So that's what we're going to do. So real quickly here, that happened. I'm going to play a couple hands while I'm waiting for them to verify my order's ready. Okay. So it's Banker again. So far, to me, personally, the chop's starting to open up again, but what I'm going to do here is, because Bank's proven it can go 2, I'm not going to bet a whole unit on, I kind of want to, but I'm going to save it for the second Bank to chop. Let's see if I can't get that real quick. Okay, so perfect. So I broke down one of my units, and technically I'm not even ahead of unit. I just did it just to do that. So now I'm going to bet the real unit here. And if that works, great. In fact, I'll throw the 100 on it too. Fuck them. There you go. I win. See what I mean? We're up a $1,000. You do that for 30 days, you got 15 grand a month. Okay. But I'm half being obnoxious, half serious. But, okay. So here we got a 2-1-2-1, right? I break these down to like micro sessions within a shoe, right? So the streak happened, but that could be an anomaly. The rest of the shoe could just chop now. Let's see. I'm not going to bet, but let's see. Is it chop? Sure is, right? Okay. So I got to go in here because I don't know if they're going to tell me it's ready or not. Asian restaurant. I don't know if they even know how to use the tablet right. So I got to make sure. But, great people, by the way. So I'm going to bet the player here. All right, so once again, we're back to this again. So I'm going to bet that it isn't going to go past the second Bank. Right. And I'm wrong. So I'm basically back to even, right? I am. But that's over now. I won't worry about second bank not happening anymore where it chops because I already lost on it. So, what do I have remaining? And then this might be a shoe to get off of. It might be all bank, quite frankly. It's already trending that way, or it could be a 2-to-1 banker shoe. That might be the only time player gets a second player. That's another thing to look at. If I had a scorecard, I'd be better off coming with a blank sheet of paper and write down variables, right? Like, this is working, this isn't, you know? And then focus on what is, okay? And it could just be a shoe from hell, but I'm going to try this here for 2 tries. Okay, so it's a natural bank. I got fucked. So I'm going to flat bet it, try to get that one back. I lost again. So Brad's up. It's a Brad special. So Brad would have won. Okay. So what's going to happen now if I go bank? I'm going to bet bank. And it did. I'm going to put 2 units on bank. I'm going to play this banker dominancy. Second bank's on a roll right now anyway. It makes sense for me to try. And I'm wrong. So I'm going to have to go. Do you see what I mean? I'm already down 4 units here, guys. I can fix 4 units. But this is what we're going to do for a while, is we're going to break down, we're going to micro-analyze and break down all these shits here. We got a 4-run chop now. I'm going to burn 1 hand for the chop, and I'm going to bet heavy. I'm going to bet heavy here. I win. Tits. I'm going to burn 1 hand. Now I'm going to bet the bank. I'm going to bet the 2 units. I lost. I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet 1 unit. That the 3-4 players in check. Yep. All right. I'm kind of pressing because I know I gotta fucking go in here. I don't know that there's anything here I really want to play for, quite frankly. The seconds are in play. That's about the only thing I can try here. I gotta get it to jump real fast, so I gotta go. Okay. Yeah. Brad specials up again. Should we bet with Brad? Get the natural Brad. Fucking goddamn. Alright, I gotta do this. Okay, so that's the other part of this lesson, is you don't chase. This is just me being a cunt at this point. Now I need a second bank, and I can get off this lousy shoe with broken even, essentially. Come on, I gotta go in here and pick this up. Okay. There we go. I'm off the table. Bye. The seconds could have continued, but I gotta go.